In a lot of ways, these videos have become an outlet for me. Since my journey is like still very much alone, I don't really share or talk to anyone about the work that I've done. Like, there's not a single person on this planet that has the first clue, a fraction of the work that I have done and what I'm sitting on. And really, all this is me talking about my own experiences, pretending that it's good advice, because it is good advice. But it's just stuff that I've been through already. It's stuff that I've been through and have built systems around to help others get through it easier than it was for me to go through it. That's what Archetype 13 is all about. I have built systems and progressed almost every branch of the high sciences, literally. But I want to talk about something that some people may find a little hard to stomach, but it's just my truth. I would never ask anyone to take what I say as truth. I'm just sharing my perspective on things, and that thing is my trust with Source. If I'm being honest, like, I don't trust Source at all. Empty promises, breadcrumb after breadcrumb. In this moment, like, Source has never given me a reason to trust it. I know Source. I know Source very well. It is the only thing I've ever worked with. I understand my role with Source. I'm the dumb version of my higher self. And it's kind of like a head-heart coherence thing. You see, Source is a mathematician, the scientist, the alchemist, the perfectionist. It's mathematical in precision. Even the trees are mathematical. That is how they are perfectly spaced within themselves. But see, when we fractalize and we come down here through the brain prism, we experience the calculations. And we can never calculate for the variable. It's always the unknown. There's always one more way, one more number to add, one more experience, one more perspective, one more. And then we have the infinity problem. Through my own experience, one of the toughest things that I was kind of unprepared for, but I have experienced directly, is the truth of what it means when you realize that you are Source. Like, who do you pray to after that? Think about the question. Not surface level. If you answered immediately, that was your ego yelling that we're going into uncharted territory. And that's where I do the majority of my swimming. Who do you pray to when you realize that you are the thing you've been praying to this whole time? What deities, what gods do you call on when you realize that you created them all for your journey? Who do you rely on when you realize that you are the very thing that betrayed yourself for all of this to begin with? And are you capable of even allowing yourself to have these types of thoughts? Because they are deeper than ponder worthy. They bring out the truth. And they bring out the separator for those who are really willing and able to walk further from that knowing. There is no one to rely on. There's no one coming to save us. And that's a tough pill to swallow. Because deep down, we all want some shit to come from the clouds and just make it better. Let's be honest. We want the aliens to show, we want the clouds to part, the horde. Like, we want something to happen. But that's not how it works. In fact, the only thing that happens in the sky is just a reflection of those who are strong enough to have their reality signal reflected the most. But it's all just mimicking internal processes, which leaves us down to us. Like we are the saviors and the troublemakers, like all in one. Maybe we're just fixing our own work. You ever think about that? I mean, Source is a G, and Source is a genius. And you're going to learn the lessons. Like, Source isn't shy about experience. You know that. You're going to dive in and you're going to learn it. Or you're going to keep diving in until you finally say, okay, that's enough. But it's a different kind of responsibility when you truly walk through the veil and you're like, oh shit, now I am the one I have to trust. No one to pray to. There's nothing outside of you. You are simply the thing outside of you, awakened in form, in a pattern, ready to have experiences and do a little living. And maybe, just maybe, build a new world. Just something to think about. So you gotta think about things differently if you're going to put yourself on that level, claim it and own it, which is the truth. But embodiment looks a little different, feels a little different than just saying it, or even just intellectually knowing it. They are not the same. But if you want to learn and dive into these things with hands-on experience and truly unlock what you are at the core without just some, oh, do this meditation and this breath work. No, we go deeper, dog. We go way deeper. Archetype13.com. That's where you start.